Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, welcome back to Abstract Medicine. I do hope you're all doing well, just getting ready for your readings, and it's morning and it's gloomy and I pretty much just woke up, so I'm in my robe, I've got my coffee and I saw the crow. And then I went downstairs. Actually, the crow was looking at me through my bedroom window, sat on an aerial, and as soon as I was heading downstairs, the crow had flown away, and in the kitchen I heard the crow crowing at me or whatever the sound is that they make, whatever that's called. But yes, message from Spirit was to do the February predictions. Before we do the pick a pile for all of you, just a few informations, just a few things to note. My intense and in-depth gratitude towards all of you for booking readings and for being so sweet and kind and generous as well with your messages, your emails. I'm taking a break just right now because I'm doing this collective reading for all of you from private bookings, but I will continue today and over the weekend. As I mentioned earlier in my life update video, I am going through a difficult time, but with the support of the community and also the support of my friends, soul family too, it's been very moving for me, honestly. I have been very, very moved. And the message for me from my friends as well, my boyfriend, is just take one step at a time. And so I'm taking one step at a time, and maybe this is also a message for all of you too, to take one step at a time as well, whatever is going on in your life, and to always not be afraid to ask for help. The amount of people that have contacted me also saying they've been through something similar and they've just been either unafraid or ashamed or just suffering in silence and have not asked for help, I'm kind of shocked by. And it's usually the people that come across as very kind of strong and all of that jazz. But anyway, the other thing I want to mention, I'm not wearing any rings, but it's okay. The other thing I want to mention is yesterday we had book club. Yay! So we discussed Neuromancer by William Gibson, and we all agreed that it was a very difficult read, and yes, it was very hard to follow, but it was an amazing opportunity to just share our thoughts about the literature, the language, the difficulty with the language, as well as how we were all essentially, no pun intended, all on the same page, essentially, about how difficult it was. And I love the fact that we were sharing how we felt about it, and also shared some suggestions for other books that we could discuss in future book clubs as well. And even if they are books that we read before, we want to discuss them. So I loved that. I love the contribution. You know who you are. Thank you so much as well for your contributions, and I really look forward to seeing your beautiful faces again in the next book club, where we will discuss, and I haven't even announced it yet in the newsletter, is we will be discussing Joan Didion's Play It As It Lays. Joan Didion's Play It As It Lays in February, on the 28th of February, 7 p.m. London time, via Zoom. All you've got to do is book book club. It's £3 a month. It's not a subscription. You can just book each month if you're able to do that, and we discuss the book of the month at the end of the month. The next info to note is that newsletter is going to be posted today. So if you're not aware that I have a newsletter, I do. It's called 24/7 Culture Never Sleeps, and it's in Roman numerals, in 24/7 in Roman numerals, and you'll see the colouring is like blue and red. All you've got to do is go to my website and then just sign into the newsletter there. You can go to my contact page as well. If you're finding it difficult, just reach out. And there's announcements about my art, what I've seen, the books that I've read for the month, book club, the wonderful and the weird, including the tones of the month for the astrology, through the tarot from the previous month and to the month ahead. And so much more, including the podcast as well, which is currently on hiatus at this time. All right, thank you so much for that, and let's get on with your reading. So, talking about tones of the month, what is the tone for the collective? The pick a pile for February. So, the tones of the month of February for the collective. So we're going to be choosing the piles. There's going to be 3 piles as usual with the animal oracle cards. We're going to be also, okay, that's one, the bat. I feel like that wants to go to as a third. All right, let's have that as a third. Okay, the butterfly and Pegasus. I mean, please don't tell me there's going to be 5 different. No, we're sticking with 3. I'm sticking with 3. I was like, oh, is there going to be 5 different choices? Okay, so we're going to be using the fire pyromancy as well. I'm going to be reading the fire. We're going to be using Medicine Women Tarot, the Moonology deck as well, and the charms and the yokai tarot too for clarification. So there. Okay, all right, this is going to be pile 1, the butterfly, February predictions. Just ignore the fact that I've got some paint still on my nails, by the way. Butterfly transformation, pile 1, February predictions, tone of the month, February predictions, pile 1. Pile 2, February predictions, tone of the month, we've got Pegasus and the Dreamer. Pegasus and the Dreamer, pile 2. Pegasus and the Dreamer, tone of the month, February, pile 2. And then tone of the month, pile 3, February prediction for you, part 3, bat and release. Bat and release. Tone of the month, February prediction, bat and release. Take your time to meditate over which pile. You can listen to all of the piles, of course, or you can just select your pile. If you're finding it difficult to choose, close your eyes for a few seconds and then open your eyes and see where your eyes land. And there will be the pile for you. We're going to be starting with pile 1. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. So let's have a look at your tone of the month. Oh, I just heard family prediction. So there could be a family prediction. Some of you may be receiving news of pregnancy, that you could be pregnant, or you could be hearing news in the family that there is a pregnancy or a new arrival coming in to the family. That would also be in keeping with transformation as well. There's something very splendiferous I'm hearing, so you may use words like that you make up. You may also be inspired by, or you really love Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The film and or the book, or both. And I also feel like there's something I just heard magnanimous. You're very magnanimous in the month of February. There's also the energy of color, high vibration. I feel like you're able to purchase yourself like beautiful clothes, beautiful dresses. I'm picking up on an energy of a female here as well as a femme. So if you're queer or gay, or you lean towards more of the feminine energy, then I do see you being more flamboyant in that feminine energy in the month of February. I'm picking up on lots of silks, lots of colourful silks and flowing dresses. I'm also picking up on the sign of Pisces here, Virgo here, Aquarius here, Gemini here for some, Taurus here, Capricorn as well. And some of these signs wouldn't necessarily be kind of flowy like that, but you may have aspects of the signs that I mentioned. But it's about being in the flow and a bit carefree. There's something unusual about your behavior, your comportment in the month of February, and I feel you have a sense of freedom to be yourself. You feel free, and I'm hearing that song, everybody's free to feel good. It was a club anthem in the 90s. You may have been part of the club scene during the 90s, and now you're kind of more involved in the hippie scene or the bohemian scene. Yeah, okay, beautiful. We'll read the whole thing at the end. There's information at the back, but that's the energy I'm getting for you for the month of February. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Let's have a look at the... no, let's have a look at the Medicine Women Tarot first. Actually, what am I doing? No, let's have a look at the Moonology deck for pile 1 first, please. Okay. Your commitment is being tested, the month of February, first quarter moon. So remember, whenever I use a Moonology deck, just make sure that you are also aware of the phases of the moon, because they could be significant for you for the month of February. Your commitment is being tested. We've got Gemini here. Look, the answers you need are coming. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. So you might have your North Node in Virgo, your North Node in Pisces, your North Node in Gemini, your North Node in Capricorn, your North Node in Taurus, your North Node in Aquarius. Those are the ones that I mentioned, I think, yeah. And it's about stepping outside of your comfort zone. So again, it's about a sense of freedom for you for the month of February. Let's pull one more card. Two cards. There's also a card at the bottom that wants to come through as well. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. We have the Pisces card here as well. I keep hearing that song, everybody's free to feel good. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. There's one more card at the back. Oh look, another Leo. Confidence is your key to success. Wow. So yes, I do feel there's a sense of strong confidence that you've mastered recently. Now this could have been in the month of January, where maybe your confidence was tested, as well as your commitment towards your vision was tested. These signs that I mentioned, Pisces, Capricorn, Virgo, Gemini, Taurus, and Aquarius, are very strong visionaries. They're also very connected to the earth, Mother Gaia, very sensual and sensorial, sensitive signs, and some of them also have very strong clairaudience as well. So this could also be connected with you. If you're finding my delivery in the messages quite difficult in terms of the English language, like the speed of how I'm speaking, you can just go to the settings on YouTube and just slow down if you want the speed of the audio. Okay. Or you can also put subtitles on as well, that's a really great thing I think about YouTube. So what else? I feel like also, but with these double signs of Leo, there's something about your unusual, I'm just hearing your peculiarity in the world. What makes you odd, what makes you weird is the very thing that's going to help you to stand out in a good way. So I think I picked up on this energy in another reading recently here on YouTube in the collective, where Maybe you were bullied for being odd and looked different, and it's one of those things that happens a lot with models, that they look unusual from, you know, the usual sort of group of children or the community. They look sort of alien. And there could be something that may be of resonance there for you. But the very thing that makes you unusual is the very thing that's going to help you stand out in the crowd in a good way, where you could actually be profiting from it. Now, I did mention your beauty, your aesthetic is changing. You're more in the flow of things. You're very colourful. You're very radiant and flamboyant. And maybe you're part of the LGBTQ plus community as well, where you are just showcasing who you are, and you have the freedom to do that, and you feel free being yourself, free and authentic. Now, authenticity is all about the age of Aquarius. I did also mention the sign of Aquarius too, so that would be in keeping with that message too. But I feel like it's about definitely stepping out of your comfort zone. The month of February could be also about taking a time to breathe. If you're finding whatever it is that you're going through too overwhelming, take a time to breathe and to just go with the flow. It's not about being rigid. I did mention signs Capricorn and Taurus. Now, the shadow aspect, every sign has its light and its shadow aspect, as you know. The shadow aspects of those signs can be quite rigid and quite stubborn. But those signs, Capricorn and Taurus, are also very committed to relationships and their work in general. So they're about making money and very driven, and even if they're seeing red flags in a relationship romantically, they will try and stick it out as long as they can, you know. And that's something to be admired. But it's also, I feel like there's some sort of reality check here, that maybe in the month of February you may be seeing something how it is rather than how it could have been. I feel like now this is a message about your relationships, romantically speaking. I feel like maybe you've been trying to stuff yourself in it's like a round peg in a square box. You know, it doesn't fit. So I'm hearing it in Italian, è inutile, which means it's useless trying to turn yourself into something that you're not in order to fit into society, because you stand out. There's something different about your hair as well coming into play in the month of February. This could be you changing your hairstyle, getting hair extensions, getting a weave, getting dreads, maybe braiding your hair, but it's something about it getting bigger rather than shorter. So I don't see you cutting your hair necessarily. That's how I'm reading the energy in the cards. I feel like it's more length and more zhuzh. Yeah, more bounce. There's something kind of 80s about your hairstyle as well, where the 80s, you know, was all about hairspray, and, you know, just maybe the musical Hairspray could also be significant. So the bigger the better in terms of the hair. But it's also, there's something about your vision where you're using that Taurus and Capricorn energy, as it were, even if you don't have them in your astrology, in your natal chart, to commit to being better, being bolder. There's something about your courage here. And again, I feel like the need to step out of what feels comfortable to you is a big deal in the month of February. I do feel like you've reached some sort of success recently, or maybe even the last month, or some sort of recognition. I feel like the month of February, there's a message here to make sure that you don't fall into pride, and that you remain humble, but also grateful, and also good pride, you know, good prideful with regard to the achievements that you have achieved. Let's now look into the tarot. So, angels, ancestors, guides, help me deliver the messages that we need for pile 1. Welcome energies. So, Great Spirit, Mother Creator, bless the earth through my life. Source of all nourishment, we seek to replenish your sacred world, Guide us now through these images, words and feelings. within as we reach into the wholeness. Let all that is needed to be known. Welcome energies of earth, air, fire and water. Let us create a life of beauty, reverence and wonder. With each season, let us rejoice through every phase of sun and moon. Let us be in harmony in every direction. Shall we offer our love? Let the reading begin. There's a message here about grounding yourself as well among all of the movement. I feel like with this freedom there's going to be a lot of movement in the month of February. It is about going with the flow, but it's also about staying grounded. If it gets too overwhelming for you in any way, whatever it may be, in any shape or form, take a breather. There's also a message about, there's a call to spirit, a prayer that you've been wanting answers about. It's coming in the month of February. Just be patient for that, please. There's also communication. Now this could also be communication with regard to telepathy, with regard to your romantic partner or your romantic partner to be. So some of you could be in a connection already, or some of you, there could be someone coming in for you the month of February where you feel a high telepathic communication with. Talking about telepathic communication, wow. Expect a very powerful month, the month of February, pile 1. I do see that there's you that stands out. Now this could also be a job as well, your career, or something that you do, something you create. Here with Leo, it's about creativity as well and being front facing. Something that you communicate, your voice as well could be of great significance. You may have a platform where your voice is really important, or you have a very unique voice. You may sing as well. There's something very creative, there's something very spiritual as well. I feel like you, pile 1, know your life purpose, and I see that that's going to be enhanced a bit more because the month of February you're transforming from the caterpillar to the butterfly, where people are going to notice you, they're going to see you, and you're going to be networking a lot. I do see that. The butterflies move from flower to flower. The sign of Gemini is about networking and flirtatious energy, as well as communication and intellectual capacity, logic and intelligence as well. I do see that maybe even though you have a very unique voice, I feel like you're doing something in silence until there's the appropriate platform for you to shine your light. So to speak, to sing. So say for example you're a singer, as an example you're a singer and you're practicing all of your notes, and you're getting coaching through a vocal coach, and you know you're doing the practice of putting your head in a bowl of steaming water, and having your mouth open so that it cleanses and opens up your vocal cords and all of those things. You have a good diet and all of that, but you don't showcase your singing talent and your capabilities to Joe Blogs on the street. You're training for something, and Spirit, I feel like, has been training you for a big platform so that you can sing in front of an audience at the Royal Albert Hall, for example, you know, on stage where there's a lot of people looking at you. I do feel like this is a big deal. And so that's why it's also important to keep your friends close and your enemies closer as a term. I don't think it's important to actually have really your enemies really close, but it's just the energy of just paying attention and keeping your eyes open for people who may be prideful, maybe jealous, envious, covetous, you know, someone that wants something that's divinely yours. That's just a side message. I feel like there could be a change in your relationships on account of your success that's going to be coming in for you quite naturally. This is part of your transition in your cycle, pile one, in your life, and this month would indicate that. I do see there's going to be a change in your relationships. I feel some of you who are in a relationship already, the month of February is also my month. It's my birthday, but it's also a month of absolutely beautiful romantic energy, and it's a month of going out on dates, flirting as well. Doesn't matter if you're in a relationship or not, this is going to be enhancing big time. There's lots of sensual energy here as well. I do see that there's someone that really sees you, and someone who you can be very comfortable with in all ways, physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. I do feel like, again, there's a very psychic connection. I feel like a lot of you could be connecting with a divine counterpart in the month of February. You know, there's that Gemini and Pisces energy here. It's quite interesting because, you know, I'm a Pisces sun and my partner is a Gemini sun. Maybe this is my pile, but I don't know. But yeah, there could be an energy where there's something to do with stepping out of your comfort zone. Now, someone could be in a relationship with you romantically and they step out of their comfort zone to transform the connection into a higher level, where both of you are, again, the counterpart energy is a power couple as well. Two Leos is a lion and a lioness, you know, or a lion and a lion, depending on your sexual orientation and your identity. But it's about a power couple. So I do feel like one in the connection could be asking the other's hand in marriage. I do feel like that could be the case. I feel like maybe the month of February, there could be a little bit of a blip of a disappointment here. The Three of Arrows is the Three of Swords. It's not always a welcome card to see in a reading, but in this particular tarot deck, I don't see it as a big deal. This card came up in one of the private readings that I read for a client in Abstract Medicine Community, and I read it as the United States and how they could be making a possible move from the West Coast to the East Coast. So this could be a new direction for some of you in the month of February, where there could be a change between one side of the country moving to another side of the country, or from state to state, but it's in the opposite direction. Again, we have counterparts here, we have opposites here, Pisces and Gemini, as the energy and as the message. It's the energy of yin and yang. There's an energy of complementary energy as well. I do feel like there is travel involved here because we have the Eight of Pipes, which is the Eight of Wands. The Five of Stones can talk about a slight loss of money or a slight loss of energy as well for the month of February. But again, I feel like for you, the month of February is going to be like this. It's not going to be fully plain sailing, but it's not going to be, it's like how butterflies fly. It's kind of going to be bouncy here and there, but it's not going to be like a horrible dip in your emotions, dip in your vibe to a really high peak, like a roller coaster. It's not, I don't feel that energy at all. I feel like it's going to be more about you're riding the waves like a surfer does, with the rough and the smooth. And I would say majoritively the month of February for you, Pile 1, is a good month for you, I would say, just overall. I feel like there's going to be an important choice for you here with the Lovers card. It's the choice card, and a very important decision about how you're going to be moving forward in your life overall. I do feel like there is a step out of your comfort zone that will require a lot of courage and curiosity as well. Cats are curious. With the Apprentice of Pipes, I feel like there could be, maybe you are in a commitment already where it's been tested and it's been quite testy. I feel like you'll overcome that separation or anxiety in the connection. If you are suffering from anxiety, I feel like you will supersede it, succeed in overcoming it, because with the Eight of Pipes, the Eight of Wands is positive success forward. It's also fast motion. It does involve travel too. Fast communication coming in, I would say, at the end of the month, particularly if you have a platform. It's going to be reaching the audience in a big way, where you're going to be a spectacle to behold. This could also be with a partner of yours as well. But I do see that there is something that you could be learning at the beginning of the month that you've been keeping your eye on for a while. Something you're passionate about. This could be body movement, this could be Tai Chi, Pilates, yoga, some gentle movement. I also just saw 22 on the timer here, so that could be significant. It's also about divine counterparts. But either way, if you are not in a relationship and you're going out on dates, please use protection, because I do see there could be conception here. I do see a connection here that's going from 1 to 100. So there's something in a connection here, in a relationship, romantically speaking, that's going to go very quickly. Like you go on a date, you just know that person is the one, and you know you want to marry them. Let's see some more messages with the fire. You're reaching a milestone in the month of February. I see a trip to the beach. There's a mountain close by. You're not giving up on your goals. And I would say overall, you're very strong overall. And I feel like there's nothing that's going to kick you down. There's nothing that's going to beat you down. I feel like you're very driven. And I feel like having that energy of, you know, keeping your cards to your chest a little bit may be a good idea, without necessarily, you know, speaking to everyone about what you're going to be doing. It's best to just, you know, there's a thing about trust. I mean, I know personally in my life, I find it difficult to trust people overall because of what I've gone through. But it's best to keep something up your sleeve until it's 100% certain that you're going to be performing, for example, and that's going to be happening, you know, because there are people that just, you know, they want to always just throw the evil eye all the time because they're unhealed people. That's got nothing to do with you. Please try not to take it personally. Trust me, I know. I'm here, part of the collective too. I'm also a shaman, and I know when I go through really tough times and it feels like a massive ending, I know I'm here to sort of learn something from it, transmute it, transform it, and become a bit bigger and brighter light for other people, so that I can also teach them. So this could also be you as well. Pile 1. I also feel like try not to get, if you're getting advice from people, make sure it is solicited advice and not unsolicited advice. There are people that will want to give you advice about things that just aren't qualified. But overall, I feel like there's something new. I feel like you're gaining an overall positive view about the world overall in general. I feel like your vibration is higher, and I do feel like you're elevating yourself one way or another. I feel like there's something about your status that's going to be massively increasing for sure. You know, there could be a little bit of money lost, but I feel overall you will gain a good investment overall. That would be for March prediction, I feel. But of course, if you like a private reading and you want to go deeper into your situation, then you can book ahead with me. My schedule is open wherever I am in the world. All right, beautiful energy. Let's have a look at the Yokai Tarot, and then we'll look at the charms. You know, with butterflies are beautiful creatures that people want to catch. And there's a sense of freedom here in the month of March where you don't want to be trapped, you don't want to feel claustrophobic, you want to be free. Again, everybody's free to feel good. And you have that divine right, you have that understanding in the month of February that you can't be seen as just a prize. You want to be seen as an individual, as a soul, living a human experience. Pile 1, what are the messages? I do feel like, this card wants to come through. Yeah, 6 of Wands. I do feel like with the 5 of Stones, even though you might be slightly disappointed over maybe losing a bit of money, or maybe feeling a little bit sick, or ill possibly, I don't feel like it's like a slight cough or something, it'll last 2 or 3 days. It's not like an intense flu, you know. You're not going to be bedridden for a whole week, you know, or you're going to, what I'm hearing is count your losses, because your losses are going to be increasing more and more so there's something about a lesson in your losses. 2 of Cups, we have the 2 of Cups again. Wow. Chariot, wow. The Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Swords, you guys. What? Okay. All right, all right, February, pile 1. Okay, got the Moon. Oh wow, look, let me just take this card out too. The Strength card, this wants to come through. The High Priestess, she's hiding. Okay, Wands, yeah. Ooh, the Lovers. What? Okay, basta. So got the Lovers again. So what I'm seeing is a lot of you are very, very, very psychic, and I feel like you've been doubting your spiritual abilities. This is going to be enhancing in the Aquarius to Pisces cusp for some of you, month of February. It's very Piscean as well. It's a Piscean month. It's Aquarius month too. But you've been very fearful about being who you are. I do see that. I feel like you're letting go of anxiety. I feel like you've been in silence for a long time. You've been in the shadows for a long time. And now the month of February, you're gaining strength. You're gaining courage, one step at a time, you know, me included, one step at a time. Be gentle on yourself, because that transition between a caterpillar to a butterfly it's very delicate. You know, right now butterflies are in hibernation, so yeah, pay attention to your dreams too. But I feel like this is past energy. I feel like there is a very strong connection with someone who you'll be meeting in the month of February, romantically speaking, that's going to just light up your world. And if you are in a relationship already, then this is going to be enhanced even more so. I do see victory here. I see a lot of achievement here with the 6 of Wands and the Chariot. Get ready for a lot of attention. Stay humble and grounded. Something is destined for you. Remember, count your losses, because you're learning something about your financial losses too. You're actually preparing for a future of great fortune here. There's something fated here in the month of February where your communication skills could be enhanced. There's a message coming in from afar as well about your creative assets, your creativity, your beauty, your shining. You're very magnanimous. You're seen as someone who is a great provider, but also seen as someone who could be a good asset in a job as well as in a romantic situation. Again, I would say, please, if you're not wanting a child, be careful, because I do see that being a very strong possibility. I also just want to show you this card because it's just so gorgeous. Pile 1. Someone is definitely seeing you as a very strong female, but also as a female or a feminine to their counterpart masculine, no matter how you swing. Okay, so let's have a look at the beautiful reading. Again, not much about money specifically, but if you'd like to go deeper into your situation, you can book ahead with me. We won't be using the pendulum. Yes, there's definitely a masculine who's hooked on you. Some of you, it could be your birthday, like me, so happy birthday Pisceans, or happy birthday Aquarians. Christmas time could be significant too, moving forward. Yes, I do see music. I see some of you could be singers. Music could be a big deal. Children, remember how I spoke about there could be an announcement. Family, good family news. I do see a twin flame connection here, divine counterpart. So look at these charms and just see what you can see too. There's lots of love and romance. There's something very unique about you. I do see that there is honours here with the garland. There's flirtation here with the children energy as well, Gemini energy here. Healing here. I do see that you're letting something fall away naturally as it's part of the natural course of life. Music and protection here as well, and your happy birthday charm here. This was hooked on the stag, which is telling me there's a main masculine hooked on you. They could be born, their birthday could also be around the Christmas period as well. Let's just also look at the charms one. Yeah, I mean the dice. Look, music again. Music is a big deal. I feel like, you know, when you flash your tongue, it's also a way to protect yourself from the evil eye, by the way. But some people who do this also, and they throw the horn sign, are people who are bad energy. So you're protecting yourself, and spirit is also protecting you from those kind of people. I feel like you're saying to yourself, well, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. So I feel like there could be an energy again where you may be triggered from being bullied from the past or something, but you're just not paying any attention to those kind of people. Yes, your career is going to be rocketing high, flying higher than an eagle, I'm hearing. We did have the eagle here as well. The robot. Now, this could be something to do with AI as well, that you could be focusing on more so, or we did talk about this in during book club about neuromancer as well. Artificial intelligence, and it's the age of Aquarius, and we're very, very much in it already. But there's something here to do with maybe not being a robot, and maybe being free to be who you really are as a soul living a human experience. We also have the baguette, so you could be going on a trip to France or a French-speaking country. Maybe some of you are gluten intolerant, and then suddenly you're not. Maybe you're baking as well. There's something, again, a bun in the oven. Like, this could be a terminology as well, that you could be becoming pregnant in the month of February. Music is very healing for you, and again, you could be singers. Maybe you're also lifting a few weights as well, or letting some dead weights go. It's another word, another way to say you're letting go of people that are bringing you down energetically. All right, last but not least, let's have a look at the butterfly transformation card. The butterfly symbolizes personal transformation. When she appears to you in your dreams or daily life, you are being encouraged to be more sensitive to your personal growth and expansion. The butterfly wants to remind you to find joy and lightness in life. Exactly. It's a month of expansion. It's a good luck month, I would say, for you. We had the Wheel of Fortune, which is also the energy of Jupiter. So Sagittarius could be significant, which is also the opposite of Gemini. But yeah, I'm excited about your month, Pearl One. Let me know how it resonates for you. Put it down in the comments, press the like button. It really goes a long way. And if you want to go deeper into your situation, you can book a reading with me. All the information is on my website. Join book club as well, and make sure to sign up to the newsletter for monthly info. God bless you all. Take care, and bye for now. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. So for those of you who chose Pegasus the Dreamer, Pile 2, what is a tone and prediction for you the month of February, pile 2. Let's have a look. So your dreams could be realized in the month of February. Now, the Pegasus is also the friend of, I just heard Hermione Granger, so some of you could be real Harry Potter fans. Pegasus is the companion friend to, it's not is it Hercules? Wait, I need to just check. I've totally forgotten the, totes forgot, my people. Greek mythology, Pegasus, friend of Perseus. My goodness. So yeah, Perseus. Pegasus was a let's just read this, why not? Pegasus was a flying horse. He was a son of Poseidon, the lord of the sea. His mother was the dreadful monster Medusa. She had snakes of hair and hated everyone, including her son. Okay. So he was a son of Poseidon, the lord of the sea. His mother was a dreadful monster Medusa. She had snakes for hair and hated everyone, including her son, Pegasus. Pegasus did not mind that he was born a horse. In fact, he rather liked the power and speed it gave him. People kept trying to kidnap him. After all, he was a horse that could fly. Anyone could see the value of that. Okay? Wow. Whenever people tried to kidnap him, the gods always got involved. So Pegasus was safe, but lonely. He couldn't live with his father under the sea because Pegasus could not breathe underwater. He did not want to live with his mother. The other horses shied away from him. They knew he was different. He belonged nowhere. He kept himself busy saving others, especially Greek soldiers wounded in battle. But it was not the same as having a family or a friend to do things with. One day, Zeus noticed that Pegasus was very depressed. That was the day Zeus and Pegasus became friends. Zeus took Pegasus to live with him on Mount Olympus. Zeus and Pegasus were soon a familiar sight, flying through the stars. Zeus had a friend he could count on, and a horse he could ride, and Pegasus had a friend and a home. Their friendship made them both very happy. When Perseus, another god, killed the dreaded monster Medusa, as in his mum, okay, Perseus was worried that perhaps Pegasus, the flying horse, would be upset. By association, that meant Zeus might be upset. But Pegasus was delighted his horrible mother was dead. From that day on, Perseus and Pegasus were friends, not best friends like Pegasus and Zeus, but good friends indeed. They remained friends all their days. Well, will you look at that? Now, that's very interesting, isn't it? It's a very interesting story. So there could be something in that story in Greek mythology that really resonates with you, you know. Maybe you've dealt with a lot of hardship and you've been feeling lonely, or you felt lonely and alone and not sure what your main element is, you know, especially being born of a father who is a water element, but your home is not in the water, you know, and the mother who was harmed as a woman by lots of men. You may have carried the brunt of that pain on your maternal side as well. So it's almost like some of you, generally speaking, have gone through a lot of hardship, and you were looking for maybe a father figure, Zeus, a father figure in your life to be your savior, your salvation. Some of you may have also recently come close to God, and you've now chosen Jesus as your father and savior and teacher. So let's have a look with those messages in mind, the month of February for pile 2. I just heard whatever is lost will be found. The letter P could be significant as well. In Shakespeare's play The Winter's Tale, there is a character in there called Perdita, or Perdita. Perdita. Perdita means lost. Okay, a lost child. So you could be a female, but whatever is lost will be found. Communication is key, new moon in Gemini. Look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. Some of you could be Sagittarius, very strong here, because of the, you know, hybrid here of the horse and, yeah, the wings of the horse being a bird. There could also be opposites here, where you could have Gemini and Sagittarius in your chart. You could be in a relationship with someone who is a Gemini, you're a Sagittarius, or vice versa. Capricorn, February. Oh, that flipped out. Meditate and contemplate. I think this came out in pile 1. You could have some messages in pile 1 that could also be important. A new romantic cycle begins. Ooh la la. Let's get one more, because I feel like we had... Yeah, you've gone through hardships, pile 2, and those hard days are over, I'm hearing. The month of February is going to bring... It's going to lift your soul. You're going to feel more uplifted. You're going to feel more peaceful. It's almost like dare to dream. You know, you're able to dream now and make those dreams into reality. So you're tapping into your whimsical self more in the month of February. You're tapping into the dreaming, imaginative aspect of your psyche and your soul in the month of February. And I do feel like it's been a really hard life for you. You are good enough. Yeah, look at that. I mean, it touches my soul to see these energies. You are good enough, pile 2. You are. And I feel like a lot of you are moved by that. Yeah. Bless you. Pile 2. So what I'm seeing here is the month of February. The hard days are over. You can celebrate now. You're good enough. Virgo, Libra, Pisces, Capricorn, Sagittarius and Gemini are here, and they could be significant. You may know people with those signs. You may have these in your prominent astrological placement. You're embracing the positive medicine and understanding and learning that you also are a teacher to others too. Because remember, the centaur and the myth of the centaur in Greek mythology is someone who turns that poison of rejection. Again, we have another message of rejection here with Pegasus. That poison of rejection into being a healer and a teacher, and you find your community, or you are able then to be with someone or people who embrace you, adopt you as well. You may have been adopted. These energies, these messages of the centaur and Pegasus in Greek mythology are very... It's about Chiron, you know, your healing wound. So you've turned, and you're turning that pain into good food. It's almost like you've had hard time, hard luck, bad luck's been on your side for so long, it seems, but those days are now over. Now I know for a lot of you it could be very difficult to appreciate, to accept, but I do see that they are, and I think it's because the month of February you're finally realizing that it is over, that cycle is dead, that chapter is dead, and you're realizing that your worth, you're realizing your worth, pile 2, and now you're able to be more whimsical and dreamy. It's like you've shut away your childhood self for so long that now the month of February, and I would say moving forward, not just month of February, you're able to embrace your childlike self again and be imaginative and dreamy and whimsical and enjoy life and be in wonder of life itself, appreciative of life too. But yeah, there's something about that here. Good luck is on your side, I would say. The month of February, good luck is on your side. And I do see it's a month of meditation too. Maybe this could be about creating a vision board, and you focus on that vision board and you meditate over it, and this will really help ignite your passions, your dreams even more so. This definitely is about looking at the bigger picture rather than the minutiae, which is the Virgo energy. The shadow aspect of Virgo is analysis paralysis, so it's great at paying attention to the detail and the small things, but the devil is in the detail too, and that can be quite toxic. So this is a month about looking at the greater overall picture. How can I serve humanity? It's one of those questions. Very philosophical question here as well. Maybe you're meditating over those things too. You're going into hermit mode for a tiny bit, where you're reflecting on these things. Maybe there's a message about poetry. You're writing your poetry, you're painting more, you're dancing more, you're doing all the things that make you very Piscean as well. Everything to do with Pisces is about movement, it's about beauty, it's about imagination and creativity, it's about spirituality, about sensitivity. But it's also the sign that many people may forget. They have every single aspect of all of the zodiac signs prior them, because Pisces is the end of the zodiacal year, astrological year, and so with that they carry every single element, fire, water, earth and air, and every single sign before them. That's why Pisceans are known as very compassionate and sensitive signs, because they know every single sign, because they have that within themselves, right? And again, it's that poison into medicine. I also feel like, again, there's another ending here, and with endings there's a new beginning. There's also this flow that's coming in now after a time of things being harsh and rigid. Maybe some of you in the month of February could be ending a job and moving into a new career or a new job. The month of February is very romantic. Some of you are hopeless romantics here. Libra energy and Sagittarius would indicate that too. I do feel like what's fair is fair. And I feel like you're people overall that don't instigate arguments. I feel like if anything, you've been a victim of a lot of that, a lot of pain. And I feel like you now see the value within you, and you're saying to yourself now, no, I deserve love. I am lovable. I am loved. I am lovable. You're loved by God. Zeus, you're loved by God. You are adopted as a child of God, and God is your friend. That's the message. I do feel like the message also for the month of February could also be knowing that you can speak up and speak out about everything that you've gone through. This is about speaking to a guidance counsellor or a teacher. You can communicate what you've been going through and maybe heal others, heal the world, make it a better place, by Michael Jackson is what I'm hearing. I'm also feeling that you're communicating your dreams through a creative process as well. The Two of Stones. Month of February. Dolphins. There could be a trip to the beach. Apprentice of Arrows. Again, you could be teaching. Look, we have another arrow. Wow. Strong Sagittarius energy here. But your target practice. Keep your eyes on the prize is what I'm hearing. very, very clearly. Keep your eyes on the prize pile. 2. So before you were a mentee and now you are a mentor. Ace of Bowls. Some of you could definitely be teachers for sure, especially with the Sagittarius energy. Fathers, father figures, masculine energy here. 2 of Arrows. We have another bow and arrow here. One more card. Teaching Lodge of the Arrows. Okay, all right. 10 of Bowls. Your happiness is seeing other people happy. Your sense of fulfillment, your soul purpose involves community, and it involves you teaching a skill that you have mastered. And maybe this is about transmuting pain into healing. Some of you definitely are healers. I do feel that you're very psychic as well. I feel like a trip to the beach would be a good idea for you. I feel like there's this, again, this energy of air and water, which we mentioned earlier with the story of Pegasus. I feel like you've been displaced people, and maybe this is ancestral as well. And I feel like the month of February, you're teaching something to others, particularly young children, young people, or you're teaching, initiating others into rising above, mastering something, because we have a phoenix here in this card that is new to them. There's a definite healing energy about you anyway, pile 2. With the Ace of Bowls, I get the sense that there's a resurgence or a new sense of love within you, and you're doing some sort of meditation of self-reflection, and maybe doing affirmations saying, I am loved, I am loving, I am lovable, over and over again. Maybe you're contemplating and doing this meditation over a body of water or with a bowl of water. I also get the sense that you're wanting love in another person, with another person, desperately. I'm picking this up, and that's totally understandable and totally fine. I feel like while you're teaching, while you have your focus on your career, energetically you'll feel the shift of something ending, and I feel like there's something beginning here in the month of February where you're changing careers or changing jobs. Teaching Lodge of the Arrows. So this is about, say for example, you're teaching just one student. You know, you have, you know, you're doing one-to-one sessions with a student. The month of February would indicate, rather than teaching one-to-ones with a student, you then go and teach a whole community of students, right? So this is setting up a program, that kind of thing. I do feel like there's a past energy here and a future energy here. I feel like you're needing to wrap up something from your past that you've been so focused on, and now you get to focus on your future. Some of you could be meeting someone at work, romantically speaking. This person will come into your life either way in the month of February, once you're able to really see your own value. You know, when you don't see your own value, it's you're putting out a signal to the world and to other people that you don't care about how you get to be treated. Maybe this is also because you've been treated so unfairly, but I feel the month of February, you're seeing that, again, what's fair is fair. You're seeing that you can be loved in the way that you feel like you should be loved, and in the way that you give love. And that's an easy, gentle reciprocity that now you're understanding in the month of February, that I can have love and be loved because I am a loving person. In the past, I think a lot of you were loving but weren't getting that love back over and over again. And when you go through a life where you're sweet and gentle and loving to people, compassionate and empathetic, Pisces energy here, Libra energy here as well, you know, and all you get is narcissists, and all you get is people that wanting to use and take advantage of you and manipulate you and cross your boundaries over and over again. Of course, you're going to think that life is unfair and that life is, and love is not meant for you. But that's not true. I'm seeing here that you are understanding to thine own self be true. All you can do is be true to who you are and to love who you are. You know, I feel like a lot of you, Paltu, you've berated yourself. You've been hurting yourself over and over again. Capricorn energy in the shadow is someone who's very tough on themselves. I know, because I'm a rising Capricorn, so I get it. But it's the energy of anything that people have said to you, you've already said that to yourself in your head over and over again. Communication is key, Gemini energy. You know, so you've kept it maybe bottled up for a long time. I'm also hearing bottleneck. So the bottleneck in terms of fires is something where there's an exit, but there's a lot of people trying to get out, and there can be a clogging up of those people, and it can be very difficult to escape, you know, fires. I'm sorry if this is triggering for you if you're based in LA or you've experienced fires, but I feel like there is something connected with your energy and your emotions here. Your full moon in Sagittarius could be there's been so much anger, so much pain, that fire, and it's been difficult, it's been clogged up into a bottleneck where you're not able and you have not been able to express yourself. And now I feel the month of February you will be expressing yourself, and the way that you express yourself is through supporting others, healing and teaching others, but also taking a time out in the month of February to really focus on how far you've come, no matter how hard life has been, how far you've come, no matter how many horrible toxic relationships you've had, how far you've come, maybe not even sharing how much pain you've been in. And now you realize truly through your meditation how much value you have for the world as well. Dolphins could be your friends. Pisces, fish could be your friends too. I do feel like there's happiness just around the corner. There's harmony, there's a community here waiting for you in the month of February. But I feel like it's more about a month of appreciation of self and soul and your dreams. The Two of Stones would indicate balance again. Balance of your finances, give and take. Again, I feel like energetically you're wanting to also not only see that if I do this then I should get this, through payment, reciprocity as well at work. Value should be, you know, understood and mirrored, but positively in your favor. But I also do see that I see a shift here at work and your career. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I do see a leveling up as well. Now that you've mastered something that was a big deal for you, now you're seeing it as a small thing. Now you're able to teach that on a grander scale. I'm hearing en masse. Pile 2. Beautiful, beautiful messages. Let's have a look at the fire. Wow, look at that peak. You're reaching a very high peak. Pay close attention to your dreams and do not let them go. You're a high achiever and you're peaking high the month of February. You must fulfill a purpose here. You know what it is. It's going to be significant to you and different for each person who's tuned into this pile. But I feel that, of course, you're more than welcome to book a reading with me so we can go deeper into gaining some more guidance with regard to your question. But I do feel like, you know, I feel like you're a sprinter, especially with the arrow as well. You're not like a long distance runner. You fight hard, you peak high, you excel by fast, short bursts of energy. Be careful of burnout, pile 2. Be careful of burnout. I do see that there's a reason why you picked this, and I can see why Pegasus is going to be your friend the month of February, your totem, because horses have horsepower. They are, before the car, the fastest running, other than the cheetah, land animal. Not only that, is that they're able to soar into the air, so they fly. So this could be air travel as well in the month of February as well. But I do see that you have to make sure that you're dead focused on your dreams, because I feel like you have a big dream you want to fulfill, and I feel like the month of February there's a doorway that's opening up for you where you could actually achieve that, and it's soaring high above the fray. Okay, pile 2, let's have a look. Message for pile 2. If you'd like to tip me, you're more than welcome to do that. Please press the like button if this resonates for you. Subscribe to the channel. The Page of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Hierophant, pay attention to people who are aggressive energies. Pay attention to people who want to scheme and plot against your fortune here. I'm kind of getting a message that was similar in pile 1, where keep your enemies close, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. I would say just don't entertain any enemies, but keep an eye out for people who want to hurt you, because I get the sense that there are people who are envious and they may want to steal something from you. This could be a physical object or your dignity. I feel like these are people you may already be aware of, so this will not be a surprise to you. But I get the sense for you, pile 2, that this could be, or these could be people at work. The Hierophant is an institution, so this could be people at work that are they're just not nice people to be around. They say things that are very cutting and hurtful and painful, and they know exactly what they're doing. You know what they're doing as well. They're trying to dim your light and try to hurt you with their words. It's definitely giving passive aggressive, and it's kind of the energy of death with a thousand paper cuts. So you're meant to be in a different environment for sure. So the month of February, I feel like you're committing yourself to, not all these cards, please, Spirit. Committing yourself to, some of you, a new religion, a new doctrine, a new way of thinking. Wow, look. Pure and simple, the devil and the world. Yeah, you're definitely ending a cycle of toxicity the month of February. There's going to be a temptation here in the month of February to stay on at this job, but I feel like you're going to leave, and I think this is a test from Spirit, by the way. So that's a heads up. Pile 2. Some of you could be traveling as well. 4 of Wands is a new place of work, an office, a new home. Page of Cups. King of Cups. Queen of Coins. The Lovers. the Empress, and the Eight of Swords. So yeah, what I'm seeing here is you're going to find, again, there's another energy about companionship and friendship and a group of people. You're going to be leaving this petty energy. This is petty energy. All of this is petty energy. You're going to living these people who are living on peanuts. They don't really have dreams. They don't have goals. They don't have visions. They're low lives. Okay, so you're getting away from those people. These could be people at work or who you work with, and you could be tested in the month of February. Oh no, stay, we're going to give you a pay rise. And you go, no. And then you pass the test in the month of February, and you go and start a new cycle abroad for some of you, or you start a new job completely, and it's a new chapter in your life, and you're excited about it, and you succeeded at this lesson because you know your value, because you weren't treated fairly in this previous job, so you go elsewhere to be treated how you should be treated. Remember, your thing is, I am loved, I am loving, and I am lovable. You could be meeting someone at work. Sparks could be flying. There definitely is some sort of romantic connection being enhanced here in the month of February, particularly also over Valentine's Day as well. I do feel like because you've made this decision to move and shift out of this job placement, you could actually be gaining more money and also recognition, but also more respect. And again, it goes back to I am loved, I am loving, I am lovable. I feel like you're going to love this new place. I also feel like, again, there's someone who is sparking love within your own heart because they're seeing you and they're seeing your value. I do feel like there's a lot of creativity here. I feel like there's expansion here within you. I do see you're very nurturing, and I feel like you get to nurture yourself as much as you nurture others because of your high empathy levels on account of your trauma. Eight of Swords would indicate that too. Three of Cups is new friends as well, and celebrations. I do feel like if you're working solo, you're going to be having a team of people that you're going to be seeing as friends as well. You thrive in community, pile 3. Absolutely beautiful channeling. I love that. Pile 3. Now let's have a look at the charms and the dice. We're not going to be using the pendulum today. But again, if this is a bit vague for you, you may wish to consider a booking with me so we can go deeper into your situation. So what's this about? Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that these important messages, they came out of the tray, which means that someone or people around you see your light and how brilliant you are, but I feel like they're trying to dim your light, and these people are not good people. They're evil people. And I do feel like they're trying to take away an opportunity from you. This is a key of opportunity, and want to keep you stuck in the world of illusion. Now, there's a cloud here. Be careful of your drink, please. Please cover your drink wherever you go. If you're, oh, can you look after my drink while I go to the loo? No, you take your drink with you. You don't turn away from your drink if you're out and about. You cover your drink with you. You cover your drink, or you just leave it and you order a new drink. Because there are some people, I've experienced this too, where, you know, they'll roofie you in your cocktail. They'll put something in your drink to take advantage of you, and that would be the Five of Swords. So please be careful. That would be loss of innocence and your dignity. Okay, so please be careful of that. Some of these people have said, oh, your dreams, they're not worth it. You know, you got to stick your life. You got to be in reality and all of this nonsense. Just know they're just jealous and they don't want you to succeed. There's also false friendships here as well. So it might be time to get rid of people who are not uplifting you. They're bringing you down. There could be a letter here. I feel like you could be invited to a book club, like my book club. But there could be an invitation, there could be a new contract. You could also be improving your literacy, your writing skills, your communication skills, because we did have communication as key. We've got the dragonfly, which always reminds me of creativity and dreaming, which is also in keeping with your Pegasus Dreamer card. You definitely are a diamond in the rough. I feel like you are a hidden gem, and I feel like your workplace do not currently at this time, they don't know the value that you bring to them. Some of you could be working overtime and you're not getting compensated for the time that you do work properly. There's an attachment that you're needing to let go of. This could also be 2 attachments. Pay attention to your dreams. Scorpio energy would also indicate toxicity, but also can talk about medicine. So people who have heavy Scorpio in their chart tend to be people who have gone through a lot of suffering, and it's about transmuting that pain into medicine. Some of you could be Scorpios, but it could also be careful of your friendships and people who you frequent, because there are people who have bad intentions. I'll keep it at that. There are 2 indications of attachments here. The good side is I do feel like you could be starting a relationship romantically in the month of February. There could also be a new contract that you could be starting as well at work in the month of February. The bad side is there may be 2 people in specifically that you're needing to detach yourself from because they have a hook on you. You may benefit from a shamanic healing session from me, which is me removing the energies, the low vibrational energies that you may be carrying in your light body. It's a form of Reiki, and it's about 1.5 hours long of me working on releasing attachments that you may have, that you may not necessarily be aware of. The Christmas tree is a time for family, friendships, and being together, and it's the season of perpetual hope. This could also be a season that may be very triggering for you, because you may be adopted or you may have issues within your family that are very painful, particularly related to your childhood. But I would just say, heads up, the festive season this year is going to be a lovely one. I do feel like you're going to be around people who nourish you. I do see, for some of you who are in a relationship, you could be falling pregnant as well, because we did have the Empress card, and continuing your family lineage. The moon is also a significator of motherhood as well, and a change of home and residence, which we also saw in the 4 of Wands. The bow, I would say, it's like putting the cherry on top. So you're accomplishing something, and I do see someone gifting you something. This could be a physical gift, or giving you a kiss. That's what I'm seeing, or even a pearl, or something precious, but someone sees you as someone very precious to them. But you also see yourself as a gem now, as a precious soul. Pile 2, we have, look, we've got the saw. Something doesn't smell right. The month of February, something doesn't smell right, and you know what it is. It's those people that are around you at work, or friends that you've known for a long time, that aren't actually really people that have your back and your best interests. Something doesn't smell right. Your olfactory sense could also be heightened the month of February. You may also be smelling good. You may be getting a new perfume, and this could be a gift that you could be receiving. I found out that Chanel allegedly have got rid of 600 staff members in in the States, and they are also allegedly considering upping their prices of their Chanel perfumes to £500 or $500, which is a lot per bottle. So it's just not very good, is it? Carrot here is maybe your connection with rabbits. Rabbits are also symbols of fertility and sexual energy, but also the sign of eating well and nourishing your soul as well. This could also improve your eyesight too, possibly, vitamin C. And then we have also the source. So you're cutting away from people who are not meant to be in your life anymore. They're just bad energy. Haircut, possibly. There could be a change in your hairstyle, possibly. There's a main female here. There's definitely a woman here who's going to play a significant role in the month of February. This could also be you seeing yourself as the main character rather than, you know, the supporting role in your life. We also have the pencil. So this, again, could be you writing or improving your literacy through writing or reading. This could also be you drawing as well and using that as a mindful meditative practice. We also have the skateboard as well. Skateboards go very, very quickly, very, very fast. So again, this would indicate fast motion as well. I also just saw the campsite. So you could be going on a camping trip, and you may also be able to see the moon as well, the moon. All right, so let's have a look. Pegasus, the dreamer. To fly among the clouds. This is the power of freedom that Pegasus releases in us. This magnificent creature comes to us in times of greatest need, to lift us above the ordinary and to take us to places extraordinary. Go beyond your perceived limitations and open your heart to dreams. Wow. The other message was Superman. Or Superwoman. Beautiful messages, beautiful channeling. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Make sure to press the like button, subscribe to the channel, consider booking a reading with me as well to go deeper into your situation, your question, whatever it may be. And yeah, I look forward to seeing more about what's happening for you in the month of February and more. I'm excited, and good for you. Well done. Pile 2, loving you and leaving you. I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. I hope you're doing well. Let's have a look at your reading, Pile 3, the bat. What's happening for you the month of February? Release. I've got the bat here. So there could be something you are releasing, something that's been dark, something that you've been hiding. I hear bats in my house, the eaves of the outside of the house, essentially. They're not inside the house, but they sleep kind of in the eaves of the house. And this is also the energy of Batman. It's the energy of someone who is a hero. So you could be I'm hearing, I need a hero. I need a hero. I'm looking up for a hero in the dead of night. And he's gotta be good. And he's gotta be la la la. Yeah. Some of you have been calling for a hero, calling for a savior. But the hero is you. And that's where Batman comes in. Where, you know, I feel like a lot of the piles, I feel like a lot of abstract medicine have gone through a lot with their family as well. And pain just in general. And I feel like with the story of Batman, it's someone who, you know, whose parents were unalived, and this happened in his childhood, and it was very painful for him to deal with. And you realize now, once and for all, that you're going to be the victor. You're not going to be the victim, you're going to be the victor, and you are going to be the hero of your own life. Beautiful channeling. Pile 3, you're rising above something, rising above the ashes. You're releasing something dark, nefarious. Bats are also associated with the vampires as well, and the lore of vampires. So you could be releasing your association with people who are takers rather than givers. Pile 3, let's have a look. Pile 3. I also hear catch and release. So there could be something, you know, with it's a fishing term. When you catch a fish, you also release it. It's just the sport of fishing, but you release the fish. You don't take it and then eat it, cook it, you know, clean it, cook it, eat it. I feel like there's something about you that is very sacred, pile 3, and you're meant to be free. You're not meant to be caught. Okay, pile 3, let's have a look for your month and tone of the month for February. Have faith in your dreams, pile 3. Have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. You are good enough. This came in pile 2's reading, so you may wish to listen to pile 2 as well. Pretty simple here. You are good enough. Maybe you've been triggered recently. You've had issues with your sense of self-worth. Pile 3, the month of February, you'll be seeing and saying to yourself again, over and over again, I am good enough. I am worthy of success. I'm worthy to fulfill my dreams. Have faith in your dreams. You and your loved ones are safe. Now, this is a big one for those of you who have not felt safe. The month of February, you will just know, and Spirit wants you to know that you and the ones you love are safe. A time to give rather than take. Now, remember how I spoke about takers? You know, this is a time to be around people who give rather than take. Definitely. So again, you could be releasing people that don't give, or they give because they want something else. This is about being around people who are unconditionally loving. Cancerian energy is also the sign of cups, water, and it's about love. You know, Cancer is also the sign of the mother and the home. Got double Virgo here, Aquarius energy here. Bring love into the situation. Bring love into the situation. This is a month to hold on to your faith, to have faith. Now, this could be spiritual faith, this could be religious-based faith. Either way, it's faith. Have faith in what you love, have faith in those that you love, and have faith in your dreams. Take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. So we have waxing crescent moon during the month of February, could be significant. Full moon in Virgo, new moon in Cancer, new moon in Virgo, new moon in Aquarius, and disseminating moon. We've got one full moon, which is a closing of a cycle, and 3 new moons, which is the beginning of a new chapter. There's something that you do or how you are is extraordinary with the Aquarius energy. A lot of you are ushering in the age of Aquarius more so through your own leadership. The Virgo energy is also an indication of great medicine and great teaching. Let's get one more card. There's a lot of cards for you, so I'm going to just pull them out. Surrender to the divine, full moon. Your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. Don't let your past hold you back, South Node. What's holding you back, pile 3? Release what doesn't serve you. Release what is holding you back. This is about a month. This is a month about surrendering to the divine and having faith in the divine and having faith in your dreams. Your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. So maybe you've started a plan recently and you've ended it, or maybe this is about needing to continuing with that plan, that project, and being realistic about how to achieve that goal. Now, that goal can be a dream in itself. So practice does make perfect, but you can't, like we spoke about this in book club yesterday about the book The Secret. It's not enough to just sit and manifest. You've got to do, the manifestation is through knowing that you're worth it, knowing your value, knowing the value of what you are putting out into the world, and also making practical steps towards achieving that goal, that manifestation that you're wanting to create. I want to go straight into the cards, actually, the tarot. But I do see here that this is about, you have a big goal, a big dream, and there's something you're needing to release that could be toxic or holding you back from achieving that goal. Ace of Stones, Peacemaker, the Hierophant, commitment, Six of Stones, Nine of Pipes, the Star, grandfathers, the grandfathers, Four of Pipes, Three of Bowls, the Hermit, triple Virgo here. Let's get two more. Five of Pipes, Ten of Pipes, Ace of Bowls, Six of Pipes. You've got more cards than the other piles, by the way. Seven of Arrows. Totem of Bowls, Apprentice of Arrows. Okay, hang on. You're the pile that pretends you don't need help when you do. Death, the Sunset. This is a gorgeous card. I've never seen this in this deck. The Sunset. I'll just show you again because I feel like a lot of you want to see it. High Priestess, the Seeker. Yes, a lot of you are quiet and don't show what you go through. I'm going to put this over here somewhere. The Seeker. Where did I put this? Okay, so you've got Virgo and Pisces as opposites here. We also have Scorpio energy here. We also have Aquarius and Virgo, as I mentioned, Taurus, and those are the main, and yes, those are the main ones. So that's what I'm seeing. So those signs could be significant for you. The month of February is about letting go, releasing the past. Whatever is done, and there's nothing that you can do to control the past. All you can do is do the best that you can to control whatever you can control and release what you can't control. Now that is a Hawaiian prayer that you may wish to look into as well, by the way. I do feel that the month of February for you is a month to be around people who are givers, as I mentioned before, rather than takers. This is about unloading your burdens and letting others help you with the Ten of Pipes, which is the Ten of Wands. I do also feel like you're going through a death and life transition, transformation, and I know with that it's very difficult to deal with. The Four of Wands can also indicate a change of home, the Four of Pipes. The Ace of Stones talks about a new beginning and a new chapter. Now this could be the month of February where you're initiated into a new career path, or you're offered a new job, possibly for some of you. This could be a business contract. where you are then treated fairly and financially you're getting compensated and also recognised in fairness with the Six of Stones. There's going to be peace in your environment at work in particular. I do feel like some of you could resonate with pile 1 and pile 2, to be honest. I feel like you've been going through a really crappy time, and I feel like you've been holding your breath in for a long time. The month of February is about releasing your breath and taking a time out. Sometimes we feel like we can't breathe, and it's also because we're holding a lot of tension around our stomach, and it's about releasing the muscles that are so tight around your stomach area. This is a month to get healing for those of you who are healers. Maybe also become a student as well, maybe of something that you love. This could be creative or an emotional endeavor, or I feel like some of you could also be getting, you know, alternative healing. So say, for example, like myself, I have an astrologer, so I like to go to her for insights about my life, right? So that could be some sort of message here where you go to someone to get energy work, you know, like Reiki. I do shamanic healing sessions, so this could be something that's beneficial for you. You could be working with water as well, more so. I also feel like there's a trip to the desert or Arizona that could be significant for you, pile 3. I feel like because of this ending, big ending, something was meant to happen, and maybe you're still feeling the energy of that in the month of February, where all you can do is move forward, you know, and there's something that's setting in your life right now that is inevitable, just like how the sun sets and it rises in the morning in the east, I'm hearing. The direction of the east could be significant as well. I feel like your totems are also dolphins. Your psychic capabilities are improving in the month of February. Again, I feel like you could be a guide to others. I feel like mainly you are a teacher and a guide and a mentor to others and a healer to others. But I feel like the month of February, it's about you getting that healing, you getting mentorship, you getting support from alternative therapy, and also possibly a guru, a teacher, a mentor, a guide, you know, yourself. Because I feel like you give, and now it's about you receiving that gift as well in kind from another person who's a teacher too. It'll be very positive and healing for you. This could be you going to a guidance counsellor, going to a guidance counsellor about, you know, helping you heal maternal wounds, worrying about being on survival mode all the time, you know, getting help with that, finding peace in your life. Again, I feel like in your environment, your office, your studio, your place of work, it's about there being more peace in the environment, and also about, even as you are teaching, even as you are providing a service to others that is maybe religious or maybe educational or maybe also spiritual, you're also getting at the same time someone who is also guiding you on that path. So, you know, people like Tony Robbins, for example, who I'm not really a fan of, but people like him also get mentors, no matter what age they are at, what part of their career they are in, what stage in their career they're in, they still get mentorship. So again, I feel like this is a message for you where you can still be getting that. Now, some of you could be going back to school. I do feel like I am speaking to my spiritual teachers, my yogis, yoginis with the High Priestess, my astrologers, definitely. I do see that. I feel like there is the Four of Pipes in this particular card is about a commitment, and I feel like two people are creating a house. So this could be you and your partner if you are in a partnership, romantically speaking. that's going to be changing and shifting something within your home environment. This could be you moving in with each other, or taking your relationship to the next stage where it's more stable. This could also be a contract. You know, there could be some, you know, contracts in terms of relationships, in terms of marriage, is always going to be, I'm just stretching, is always going to be very positive and beneficial for the other person, because there's a safety blanket in that, a safety net in that, you know. So if you've been at it alone for a long time with your work and your money, and you're super independent even within your relationship, maybe it's about considering partnering up together where both of your income can support one another, or you become more stable financially. You're rooting down your relationship in a way where the foundation is stronger, and that's always going to be mutually beneficial for both of you. I do see that with the Five of Pipes, the Five of Pipes typically, and above that is the Nine of Pipes, right? So typically would indicate the Five of Wands, the Nine of Wands, which can be very tricky energies. The Five of Wands is all about conflict and arguments and people who are just wanting to start fights. I do see that the month of February you are putting up a boundary and a barrier with people who are just wanting to be argumentative for their own sake. I don't feel like you're going to be entertaining people who are shouty, loudmouthed, gossipy, argumentative, conflictual. You just had enough of those energies. Again, I feel like you are releasing all of that. This is a month about reciprocity, as I mentioned before, with the Six of Stones. This is a month of healing. This is a month of taking a time out. Maybe this is not necessarily a month of go, 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 go. This is more a month of release and flow and taking a breather and getting healed, and maybe ending a cycle of toxic work. Maybe this is about, okay, I'm just going to focus on one thing, and it's about having faith in my dreams and being practical about it and taking those necessary steps I need to take in order to create those dreams and turn them into reality. Again, this is you as the peacemaker and not as someone who is a warmongerer. This is the energy of peace for the month of February rather than the energy of war and conflict. The Seven of Arrows is a card about asserting your boundaries, but also with the Nine of Pipes, it's about achieving a goal and also not giving up on that goal, having faith on it. You're almost about to complete something, by the way. I do see that. I do see you're very close to your dreams being realized. And maybe there was something that caused conflict, maybe even within your head or your mind, your psyche, that tried to sabotage that goal. But I feel like the month of February, maybe it's a time also being around people who practice, you know, medicine circles and being in a community that is mainly focused around the grandfathers, grandfather fire, grandfathers, the ancestors, you know, of the masculine energy, where they also wish to help and heal you, maybe also help and heal the ancestral wounds and lines too. I do feel with the Aquarius energy here in the star, maybe you've been hiding your light for too long, and maybe this is a month about healing and then gradually opening up your light sphere more so. The Ace of Bowls and the Six of Pipes is an indication of positivity coming out in the month of February after you release something that's painful. Take your time, be gentle with yourself with whatever it is that you are releasing and letting go of that was destined to let go of. I do feel some of you may have been let go of a job. I'm sorry to hear that, but I feel that you're going to be getting guidance in how to, like, this is someone who's like a work coach or a guide, a teacher, a mentor that's going to really help you be back on your feet and climb up that ladder again towards that dream, that goal. And that dream and goal could also be you being in the limelight here as a star. Again, the star is also about a dream. So this is about a month for dreams. Dreams can feel like they are so far away and this is never going to be happening, and you know, this is about not giving up on your dreams. Pile 3, definitely have faith in your dreams, because God has faith in your dreams, Spirit has faith in your dreams. But this is a reminder to keep having faith in your dreams. Spirit can't work with you to fulfill those dreams if you don't ask for help, you know, and you don't put practical action, and you pay attention to the details of those plans of action, and that you ask for help also with a teacher, a mentor, a career coach as well. Let's get some messages from the Yokai Tarot for pile 3, please. Now this card didn't want to come out, so I'm going to put this here. And the 9 of Coins. If you've been worried about money, you will be financially independent. So try not to worry about that. You will be. You know, I know it's been tough, but have faith that you will be financially secure. It's almost like you're having to reprogram your mind, that you're not, it's like you have a poverty mindset, and I think that's understandable, but maybe the month of February is about releasing that poverty mindset and knowing that you do deserve that money. It's your divine right. It's your divine right to have all the money in the world that is yours. And it's not about holding it and, you know, being weird with it. It's about recycling, having that flow of energy, which is financial, that currency. Okay. Just a side note, some of you could be investing in artificial intelligence. Some of you could be investing in cryptocurrencies. Queen of Swords. Saying no is very important to you, the month of February. And having your guard up, having your boundaries up. You know, the Queen of Swords is someone who's gone through a lot of pain. And they may not necessarily be emotionally expressive about it. This can also be someone who was married before and they're very cautious about relationships. Try not to have this be a big effect on your current relationship at this time, by the way, as well. And also, just because things have happened to you in relationships before, it doesn't mean that it's going to happen again in your current relationship or your relationships to come. This is not about hurt people for you. This is about healing that hurt. And I actually get the sense that you're going to be proposed to soon. So it's important that you see your value and you see that you are worthy of being in a commitment that is loving, kind and generous and unconditional. Because this is your divine right as well. The 7 of Wands, the 3 of Coins and the Devil card. Kind of a bit like the energy in pile 2. Be careful, and pile 1. Be careful of those who you've worked with who may not necessarily have good intentions. The Devil card is a major card, so be careful of toxic habits, toxic tendencies, even within yourself, overworking, overdoing it, overly focused on bad habits, whatever they may be. This is also about putting a boundary on yourself. If you're working too many hours a day, give yourself a timeout. Maybe even put a timer, you know, as well. during the day and go, well, I'm going to be working from only this hour and this hour, and then I'm going to go for a walk or a cycle or a run or a swim or whatever. Like, it's not healthy to be working constantly over and over. Like, you need balance in your life. So the month of February is about balance as well. Releasing toxic habits, tendencies, releasing things that take away from your energy. Remember how I spoke about vampires as well, and vampiric energies. This is a month about collaboration with the Three of Coins, and also setting boundaries. A no is a no is a no, and a no is a full sentence. Point blank simple. There's no way of getting around a no. No is a full stop. Okay? Month of February, Five of Wands again. So it's a month of releasing and getting away from people who are argumentative. Pile 3, you've gone through it. You have the Ten of Swords is being so down and so low. This is the energy of depression, where a part of your soul left you for a bit because it was too traumatic to deal with life. And I understand that. I do feel like the month of February is about being gentle on yourself. Yeah, definitely, Pile 3. And asking for help as well. Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment. Six of Coins is reciprocity. You're going to have enough money in the month of February to give to the poor, to give to charities as well. About, again, it's a month of giving rather than taking. So you'll be able to give while you are also given support and financial income. Moving on from emotional pain towards your final destination, which was a Ten of Cups. And we have the Ten of Cups here. Yay, the Fool card. Oh, yes, this is so good. You make a decision in the month of February to release the past and focus on a future that is filled with love and harmony. You know, harmony is peace. The Peacemaker card came out. It's about being in an environment of peace and love and joy and celebration and family. This is also maybe being around people who feel like family to you. It's the energy of being around people who are soul family, you know, good friends. And as I say that, my friend the crow is on the aerial there. The Fool card, the month of February, Capricorn energy here, as well as Aries energy, is an indication of kicking the devil out. The devil can be in your mind as well, remember. And remembering that you have value, you have an important dream that you're wanting to fulfill, taking practical actions and plans and steps that you get to take to fulfill that dream this month. And you will, I feel, the month of February, you will be fulfilling that dream and starting something new. I get the energy of the World card here, where you're closing out a chapter, closing out a big cycle in your life, and you're starting something new with new, fresh energy, and you don't really know where and how it's going to happen, or where you're going to, you know, it's starting all over again. It's being an initiate. So, but it is exciting to get the Ten of Coins, which is riches beyond your wildest dreams. This is stability as well. This can also be a relationship, again, that you merge together and you find that foundation where not only are you happy in your relationship, you take it to a step level higher, where there's also financial stability there too. This is happiness and joy and fulfillment and harmony with money involved too. So it's not just an emotional thing, it's also a financial stable thing too. Let's get clarification about this Fool card, and we'll go on to read the pyromancy as well. This card also wants to come through. The Five of Coins, the Seven of Coins, the Seven of Swords, and the Magician. Now this is about, the Fool card is about letting go of a poverty mindset, letting go of people who are deceptive, who are takers, and the Magician is manifesting what you want to create. You know that you have every single tool, you have the acumen, the business acumen, you have the education for a lot of you, the certificates, the gumption, the drive, the emotion, the passion, the communication skills, the skill sets itself in order for you to achieve this dream. It's just up to you, and I feel like you will by the end of the month, to feel empowered that you can do it, to create that magic in your life. The Tower card, again, is letting go of something that was very painful, that had to end. Spirit had to intervene to end something. Now this, again, could be painful relationships as well. All right. Take it slowly. Pile 3. Take it easy. Ask for help. Get guidance. Get support. One step at a time. My partner's actually been saying that to me a lot lately, and my friend as well, she's been saying that too. It's just small steps, you know, small steps. Bats are also nocturnal, so the nighttime could also be significant for you in the month of February. Let's have a look at the pyromancy. Oh, wow. Okay, so pile 3. Ow. Amazing reading in the pyromancy. So you start out small. This is the small step that you take the month of February. You start out small and just going, okay, I'll take it easy. I'll take a small step towards my dreams. And then you ask for help in a community, and then the dreams get bigger and it becomes more realized. And then you get more people involved and they support you as well. This could also be other people praying as well for your support too. And then yeah, I mean, look, it's almost like you've almost bent until you've broken, but you've been persistent, and you will be persistent the month of February. If I didn't let go of this match, it would have burnt right to the end. So you definitely will fulfill your dreams in the month of February, and your tenacity, your faith and spirit, and releasing the negativity as well is going to be a big deal. So well done, pile 3. Sorry, my tummy's rumbling. I'm gonna have breakfast soon. I've just been doing back-to-back readings for the pick a pile, so that's really cool, isn't it? You're the only pile actually that had more cards than the other piles, and you're also the only pile that had a match that burnt right to the end. So even if you feel like you are depleted energetically with that 10 of Swords, you will have the energy to do it, and I don't think you'll be doing it alone. You'll be doing it in a community. All right, let's have a look for pile 3, please. February predictions for pile 3. February predictions for pile 3. Okay, wow, so we got the moon. We definitely have love here. There's a relationship here. For a lot of you, you could be in a relationship and also releasing a relationship that was toxic and painful in your heart space. I do see love on the card. It's quite secretive, doesn't want me to connect with the energy, but I get the sense that there is love blooming. It is a month of romance. I will say I do see that some of you could be pregnant, because I do see a 3rd heart here. So you could be, yeah, someone's seeing you as the apple to their eye, and etc. But also there's an energy of a 3rd entity here, of a child. Some of you could be releasing pain from someone who may have cheated on you, by the way, in the past, and you're still healing from that. I do feel like you're going to have the opportunity to date, the opportunity to go out and celebrate, the opportunity to make new friends, to be around friends that are good to you, good for you, healing overall. Again, there's that dream that's going to be fulfilled. You are a star, you're meant to be shining bright, and you're meant to be on a high platform. And I feel that people will be seeing something about you that they respect and admire a lot. You're also shining really brightly. You're blooming in the month of February. I do see with the moon, especially with that Cancer sign that we had in the Moonology deck, there's something about a change in your home. And again, this could be you becoming a mum and also healing maternal wounds. But this is something about feeling nurtured, feeling loved. There's peace. Again, we had that in the Peacemaker card, month of February. Again, a child here with the rocking horse. This could also be initiating more play in your relationships, but also having more of a free-spirited energy, not being so severe on yourself in the month of February. I do see you healing, definitely. Taking small steps of being gentle, going slow rather than going fast for you, I would say, is the key for the month of February. Maybe improving your literacy, writing, reading, or joining book club would be a great idea for you. This could also be someone offering you something, a letter, a love note, you know, a secret admirer could be watching you from afar or writing you a love letter for Valentine's Day. This could also be you signing a contract as well for work, or even a marital contract. This could also be a great opportunity in love, but something that is blooming with regard to what you love, as in your goals as well, opening up. So definitely an opportunity for positive growth here. I do also see that the tree of love is here as well. So that's the 10 of Pentacles. So whatever is being sparked within you is blooming in the month of February. I do feel like you'll feel very committed, connected, and you'll have many, 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 many things to celebrate in the month of February. Yeah, definitely your drawing, maybe you're an artist like myself, or your writing skills is going to be improved. Yeah, I think I did mention a bicycle, getting on a bike, or it's just the analogy or the metaphor of get back on the horse, get back on your bike, keep moving forward, you know. The energy of the carrot could be here as well, where you're eating nutritional foods, you're nurturing yourself, you're improving your eyesight by eating healthily as well, vitamin C. You're seeing something from a different perspective for some of you. This is also protecting yourself from the evil eye. We do have a dog here, so there could be a faithful companion, not only in romance and love, but also as a pet. And we also have you cutting away toxic habits and people, places, things. Lovely reading for you. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. If you'd like to book a reading with me, you can do that, and my schedule is open at this time as well. Please take advantage of all the readings that are fully discounted for this year. And I'd love to go deeper into your situation and hopefully be a helpful guide for you. Bat release. The arrival of the bat signifies an omen of change. She asks that you pay attention to signs around you. The transition may seem frightening at first, but you must let go of your old habits and patterns that no longer serve your higher calling. They will only hinder your growth. Exactly. You're meant for a higher calling, so pay attention and have faith towards your dreams as well. Make a practical plan. Shine bright. Don't dim your light. Release, let go what doesn't serve you. And I feel like it's going to be a positive month for you all round. Let me know how it resonates. Consider subscribing to the channel. Please press the like button as well. If you want, you can also make a comment down below. I'm wishing you so much love and light, and I'll see you in the next reading. Thank you so much. God bless. Take care. Bye for now.